evening and welcome to round one of Monday Night Football, the SRL's new showcase game every Monday night at 7 p.m. Tonight we have the Brisbane Broncos at home taking on the South Sydney Rabbitohs, a big clash in round one. I am Snicko Bro, much loved commentator of the SRL, and I'm joined by the Commissioner, Will K.
Hello, Snicko. I'm just looking forward to this game. Another game tonight at Suncorp Stadium after that first game between your team and the Bulldogs. It's a bit of a blockbuster. There's a reason it's the Monday Night Football game, and that main reason is Joey Kelly running out tonight, and the first time in, I believe, the Rabbitohs colours against his former side, which has been taken over by Anthony McDonald to, well, a new look side taking on a pretty established one that made the finals last season. It's going to be exciting times ahead.
That is certainly true. Joey Kelly, I believe he's Bronco number one, playing for the Rabbitohs against his old club at his own hometown. So a big night for him. But like you mentioned, AMAC, first game as captain. I will have to see what he's been cooking up in the off-season. Whereas the Rabbitohs, they did some good recruiting as well. We mentioned Joey Kelly already. Ben O'Donnell, I think, is on one of the wings. He was a crucial part of the Titans surge last season. Whereas the Broncos, as we all know, there's been a lot of changes there. So it'll be very, very interesting to see how they go. As O'Hare, he's been a mainstay of the Rabbitohs for a while. Takes it up there. Galaxy, of course, still at hooker. I believe 6, 7, and 9 are the same for the Rabbits based on last season, Will?
Yes, I think so. Yes, they are. In fact, yeah. Matt Galaxy,
Yeah.
Bradley Callaghan, Felix
Windmill
all the same. And I think that spine was just next to perfect last season. But what they really did need was a fullback. And I think they've got that now.
Yeah, exactly. Joey Kelly. Whereas the Broncos, as they touched the ball for the first time, they have a very brand new spine. Of course, Eddie Oliver off the bench in tonight's game, but you got to think he's going to slot into the 9. Sorry, Raikamanu at 5'8" for the first half, but you think he'll go back to fullback. Isaac Edwards and then John Baker's in the half. So yeah, a lot of change there. Zach Brang gets a second touch of the game. Out to the man Raikamanu himself. We know he's a big runner. He's found a little hole there. So that's a bit enterprising for the Rabbitohs. For the Broncos, straight up, sorry. Just running at that rookie second rows. Now, AMAC, he gets a big touch and an offload away to Tiny Luke Short, who gets brought down in a leg tackle there. A good set here for the Broncos. They're going to have a chance for a punt here, and hopefully they can squash the Rabbits down in some good field positioners. Ben O'Donnell touches his first touch as a Rabbitoh and makes a line break. And he almost went the length of the field, but a great tackle there and covered by the fullback.
Yeah, great stuff there from O'Donnell as the teacher now, Jesse Bennett, taking up a hit-up. And 2 good sets to start off this match. There's a lot of heart in this one so far.
Yeah, you can tell both sides want to get off to their season to a win. Both of them, they had middling success last season, I guess you'd say. They both found finals, I believe, but both didn't go too deep. So a little bit of a reboot for both teams. They're going to want to go far here. Now Riff goes out to Bot again. He goes straight past his opposition winger. He's brought down a good tackle there. So I think that's 2 line breaks for him from 2 touches. You can see why the Rabbitohs wanted him so bad. As now Galaxy gets it and grabs, and it's picked up by Joey Kelly in his first touch against his old team. He's the ultimate try scorer in the NRL, and he's got one for the Rabbitohs.
Well, that is just simply brilliant from Joey Kelly there. A beautiful little kick from Callaghan out the back. Sorry, from Galaxy out the back, rather.
Galaxy, yeah.
And just streaming through against his former club. There's nothing better than that for Joey Kelly, is there?
Yeah, I think that's almost classic Joey Kelly. If there's any chance of scoring a try, he can do it. Out of nowhere, he's the master of the bat back off the kick. He's great at cleaning up the grubbers, and if he just gets the ball close to the line, he can step through one as well. The Broncos, of course, they know all this. They've had him for so long, but unfortunately, they're fallen victim there. Justin Plate's just not quite able to get to the ball.
No, not quite, as Callaghan just slots that one over. Nice and neat. 6-0 is the score here for the Rabbitohs. As the Broncos, they have a lot to prove tonight in front of a home audience. They want to stop any more of that happening and maybe get on the ball themselves. They've got a lot of signings that they need to prove themselves. They got 1, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 people making their club debut alone. I think there's about 13 or 14 signings in total. It's just absolutely crazy how they've cleaned out house and come in. They need to prove that it was worth it. And that it wasn't just... Well, there's a lot of critics at the moment about the Broncos, and they need to just prove them wrong, I think.
Yeah, well, round one starts and anything can happen, can't it, in round one, as now Jesse Bennett takes off their head. Anything can happen.
Yeah, shook hands. It's going to be just tough going at the moment for the Rabbitohs coming out of their own end, isn't it, Snicko?
Yeah, they had an almost perfect set last time. Ben O'Donnell got the line break. Callaghan, oh no, Callaghan, straight to Sonny Sharp. And we talk about it's tough coming out of their own end. That's not it. Like I said, Ben O'Donnell had the line break first touch last set. Then he had a line break later in the set, which got him in try scoring position. Nothing like that from them just there, as Broncos are on the attack now. He goes to Zach Brown. He beats one. He's straight through. But someone was having a bit of a kip there at 8 defender, and they're able to get back and defend him, because I thought he was through there for a second. So now AMAC gets it. Can he push over his captaincy debut? He's getting awfully close. He was a bit of a noted try scorer last season for the Eels. So interested to see how that goes. There's now out swinging it. Dylan Sharp. He's good. He's a class player, Dylan Sharp. And he makes that look very easy. Straight past Ben O'Donnell.
That is just a beautiful try there from the Broncos. Dylan Sharp, it was just through the hands all the way to the wing. Took the step at the end. He couldn't have executed that one better. And there's a reason he's playing on the wing for this Broncos side. It's a reason one of the few players that was re-signed. Being able to beat O'Donnell like that is not easy, and he just made it look exactly that.
Yeah, I think Dylan Sharp is one of the members of the vaunted friendship brigade that's at the Broncos at the moment, and maybe in football it can work, because he's scored a beautiful try there, and it'll be interesting this season to see if he can continue up that kind of form, as Baker's gone very, very wide here.
Looks like it's
good.
Oh, nah.
Oh, wow. That's obviously a heavy win behind the Broncos, because that was some extraordinary curve there.
Yeah, that was Reece Walsh-esque, wasn't it? So it looks like the wind in the favour of the Broncos at the moment. If they want to try and go for some 40-20s, maybe we'll see that pop up into the game later.
Maybe that's what happened to Callaghan's kick. He just off the side of the boot and then caught the wind, and that was all she wrote, really.
I think he was facing that way, to be honest.
Perhaps, but we'll be charitable. Just a very windy day here. As now Justin Place takes it. Of course, he's deputising in Joey Kelly's spot. And Lillard goes straight past Leondis, but in the end, wrapped up quickly by Galaxy for no gain after the break tackle. As now Manu gets it. He goes out to Sonny Sharp. He's going to have a giant of work to do here. He's got Jai Collins up against him, one of those very special 99 speed second rowers. So a big defensive stint for him. As now AMAC straight through a hole and gets the offload away to his main man, Luke Short. These two, they're almost a package deal on the field as well now, as well as off it. As now Liam Evans goes out to Manu, and he goes out to players. I thought for sure he was going to break that tackle there, but a great tackle there from Callaghan, I believe. And now they're in 40-20 territory, but AMAC says, no way, we don't need that kind of risk in our game, and takes a hit up. And a pretty good set after points there, Will.
Yeah, good return from points. An excellent run from Anthony McDonald, and then, of course, getting the offload to Luke Short. Their forward pack is looking quite strong to start. When you have a forward pack like Samuel Lillard, AMAC, and, of course, Luke Short, it's always going to look strong, but it's good signs early on for the Broncos.
Yeah, very, very intimidating, those front three. It'll be very interesting to see what they do in the second half of the rotations. And now Joey Kelly, I thought he had another line break there. Yeah, interesting what those rotations will look like, because Luke Short in the 13, will he play 65? Are they going to swap him to a prop role like he did for EU and try and play 75? Will AMAC pay 40 or 55 or Samuel Lillard? I guess we'll all find out later on. As now O'Hare goes out to Dixon. That's the man that's been in the centres for a while, and you got to think he's well used to that spot now, Will.
Yeah, you'd have to say, that's an awkward kick there.
Oh, and Corey Boyd gets a line break off it after. Is he going to go out? No, only quite.
Well done.
But yeah, Kevin Dixon, I think he made his debut season 6. He's been almost exclusively a centre since then. Quite an unusual career path.
Yeah, it's been strange. He's been a bit on the wing, a bit at fullback, but he just finds himself once again in the centres. He just hasn't done much of anything anywhere. It sounds pretty critical, but he has his good games at fullback, and then he has his really, really low ones. And it's just the inconsistency at both fullback and wing that's sticking him to a centre spot at the moment, I think.
Especially with the Titans, with the Rabbitohs recruiting. Oh, wow, John Baker straight through a hole. And passes his back to Luke Short out of nowhere. Forget Kevin Dixon. This is all about John Baker's, and then Baker has absolutely cooked up a streak here with the inside ball to Luke Short under the post.
Well, that is just crazy stuff there from John Baker's. A lot of space he found, and Luke Short on the inside now. That is just brilliant.
Luke Short looks a bit different to when I saw him last. Can you pinpoint that?
I think it's his haircut. To be honest, he's lost his hair. He shaved it off. I think it's just his haircut, to be honest.
I was going to say the Broncos jersey. I'm just so used to seeing him in the Eels.
Oh, that's
Maybe
probably
that's
it, yeah. The Broncos jersey is a bit darker as well, yeah. So,
yeah, but that was crazy from John Baker's. Just sliced through, like, absolutely no one was in front of him. And then, yeah, the big right to left.
I thought he was going to dive. He should have dove himself.
I thought for sure he was through, but I guess after he missed that last kick, he just wanted to make sure that he was in some good field position.
Snicker,
and now the Rabbitohs...
I think that you've got competition for the most selfless player in the league.
Yeah, perhaps. You know what? He could have it. That was pretty nice of him. He could have that one for the moment. I'll try and get it back next week. As now, they kick off again, down to the man himself, John Baker. He goes to Lillard. And yeah, that was... Sorry, on the Rabbitohs end, I was going to say, last season they had a lot of punch from their interchange bench. They had John Tabasco run an absolute riot. Yeah, that left second row in the second half. Shack attack was huge. Chester Dimatoni used to come on and just level people over and over. All three of them are gone this season, so it'll be very interesting to see what the rookies can do off the bench for the Rabbitohs. Yeah,
and they've got a lot of them. I think the only non-rookie... Actually, no, so they've got 2 non-rookies on the bench, from memory. As James Anderson and Quinton Cotter. Cotter's not even in the 14 or 15. He won't come on to the second half. I'm assuming probably somewhere in the second row. And then Johnny Burgess and Digby Johnson making their debut tonight. That's going to be tough going off the bench.
Yeah, especially when you look at the Eels bench. They have Edwards and Oliver come on in the 16 and 17. So you got to think they'll go to hooker and half. Which means that these strong Broncos forwards are going to... A lot of them are going to double up and play big minutes when you're 16 and 17, don't go into the forward pack. And in that case, like, we know how good they are right now. So that means this Rabbitohs team has a lot of hard work to do still. There's not going to be any break in this forward pack.
You know, absolutely. Comes off Luke Short there, and that is just bad.
Yeah, that is just very unlucky there for the Rabbitohs. The inside ball is always risky, and Amac's been around for a very long time here. Old MacDonald, we call him, and he knew exactly where the ball was going to end up.
Yeah, and it's just the experience from players like Amac, Samuel Lillard, and Luke Short. You know, they got the go forward, they got the knowledge, and they just got the understanding. And here we go. I think Luke Short's in for another one.
Luke Short in for a double off the Anthony McDonald offload. We're singing his praises. Old MacDonald will have an absolute final fun right now. And Luke Short in his Broncos debut responding for a double. Maybe the problem all along was that he was busy.
Maybe it was, but wow, what a try from Luke Short. We're just singing their praises, and it came off his chest. No, it came off his chest, yeah, and he collected it before it hit the ground. Beautiful stuff.
That's tremendous for the Broncos. They're going to be up 16-6 here. John Bakers will throw this over. And just a great start. As their starting props are about to go off the field, they have really proven a point here today. And it's that, dare I say, that Eels connection. Amac straight to Luke Short, over for a double.
As well as Baker's to Luke Short.
Over for a double.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
The power of friendship. Everyone clowns on the power of friendship kind of mentality. But it's working so far. So I'm thoroughly impressed.
So far. Yeah, they'll have one more set here, this starting pack, to really get things going. I was just about to say Sam Lillard is a bad man on the field, and we're yet to see him really make an impact. It's been all the Amac and Luke Short show at the moment, but you got to think in games to come, he'll be having big moments as well. So very intimidating, these Broncos in the first 20 minutes so far.
Yeah, and you got to be careful when Tiny's out on the field. They'll be looking forward to about 40 seconds from now when he'll be coming off. Of course, the substitute's coming on.
He's playing lock.
Oh, of course. Sorry, I'm used to him playing prop, so
yeah,
Tiny's going to continue to terrorize.
He just Tiny will terrorize. There we go. Breaks another tackle. So at the moment, Leondis, who's the left-hand prop for the Rabbits? Will the 8? Jesse Bennett.
Jesse Bennett, the teacher.
Yeah. So they are very, very class players, and they've just been shown up here. As we see now, Samuel Lillard running off, and I think Amac's just gone off as well. A great opening stint here for the season. As now Rakamanu gets a good kick down. It's going to go all the way down to Tyrone Clay. He's been a bit quiet so far, but we know how good he can be. And I thought he was through there, but the number 14 wraps him up there right as he comes on the field.
Yeah, Mario McEnroe with a great tackle. And, you know, we're talking about just coming off the 8 and the 10. You know, the 40 and the 15 for the Broncos, while not necessarily star players, very solid props. Mario McEnroe did well for the Panthers last season in his limited time. Same with Caleb Jeff. Both very strong players when they need to be. Caleb Jeff at the 15 jersey, I'm really excited to see. He's a really good player, really good bloke as well. It's good to see that maybe he'll be getting a bit more impact in the game, as we see 15s often do.
Yeah, Caleb Jeff, the premiership winner now, I believe. And yeah, McEnroe, he was great for the Panthers last season. They were unfortunately often badly beaten, but he never really put in a bad showing. So really good recruitment there from Anthony McDonald to get both of them to the club. Now Simon Hunt, who he's been a bit quiet as well, but we know that he's a bit of a understated superstar for the Broncos in seasons past. So we'll have to see how he goes. There's now Caleb Jeff. There's your man, Will, straight through, and the offload away to Luke Short. But this time he's unable to run away for the try, but still a great first touch there from Caleb Jeff.
Yeah, Caleb Jeff, the beach sprinter, finding a bit of space and just going with it. We know how quick he is. We saw it in the mines all that time ago, how often he'd actually get an intercept or a line break try and just run away with it. He's looking to maybe show off his speed in this contest here.
As Luke Short puts in the big boot, that is unusual from him, but Beto O'Donnell is there, and he's gone away. Is Justin Play's going to get there? He does after the ankle tap from Dylan Sharp, I believe it was. A great little try saver there, but that's exactly why Beto O'Donnell's been signed by the Rabbitohs. Is now Talis Rift. I think that's his first touch of the game, 24 minutes in, which is pretty ridiculous for a left second rower. He was really good last season as well in terms of scoring tries. Talis Rift, it just seemed like anytime the Rabbitohs got close to the line, he just pushed over, so they'll be looking for him as things go on. As now Beto O'Donnell goes straight through again, tries to turn players inside out, but he's unable to do so. But it's put the Rabbitohs in good position here. It's going to be up to Callaghan or Windmill Ski to really ice. This is now James Anderson, fresh off his retirement from the England Test team, straight onto the field for the Rabbitohs. Gets him within a good position here, and Callaghan gets it. He puts in a very nice grubber. Joey Kelly, he wanted to repeat the dose, but good Broncos defense there.
Yeah, great tackle from Murray McEnroe there to finish off the set, and it was the right idea with Joey Kelly, but he just picked up that ball ever too early. And yeah, great defense from the Broncos to hold on, because the Rabbitohs were making some good meters after that terrific Ben O'Donnell run.
Yeah, I think that was almost a replica of their set where they scored the try. It was the Ben O'Donnell line break early. He had another one down the sideline and then the grubber. But yeah, just the Broncos wised up to a little bit this time. They've seen that one before and they know that they didn't like the ending. So they just cut the story short and made sure there was no tries here. Now they're in great position again as Zach Brown gets out a half, beats one, and gets the offload away to John Bakers, who's had his hands all over this first half performance for the Broncos. Very, very impressive from the sophomore half, I believe, in his second season. He goes back to Luke Short, tiny with a huge boot on him. Bit of an understated kick here. He goes to Clay and he goes past one, but not past Justin Plays.
Yeah, what about the boot on Luke Short, just finding this massive meters off of it? I didn't know that he had a kicking license, but he's just been keeping that one a bit hidden. But it's very obvious he's got a great boot.
Yeah, very good with the big boot. Yeah, I guess the 99 strength maybe plays into him. I'm not really sure. As now O'Hare goes straight through a hole. That's the kind of impact we need from him if this is going to be any kind of contest, because at the moment, the Rabbitohs force is just getting monstered. And now Kelly, and he goes all the way out to Joe Kelly, and he beats one. Is he going to go past Plays? He does. But the ankle tap gets him just in time. But nonetheless, they're in a good position here. They were in good position here until Callaghan throws a forward pass to Windmill Skeed.
Yeah, not really needed there. It's just going to be easy meters for Corey Boyd. Just silly errors like that is going to hold the Rabbitohs back, and they're 10 points down already. They can't be making those and can't afford to be making those in critical moments of the game like that.
Yeah, they're just really limping towards half-time here, the Rabbitohs, but unfortunately there's still 11 minutes left, which is a long time when you're getting bashed through the middle like they are right now. Luke Short with another big hit up. As now Evans goes out to Hunt. He goes inside as Justin Plays. Galaxy's all over it, but brings him down with help from a couple around the legs. Now Evans goes left again to Sonny Sharp, and he's wrapped up in a good tackle there. Jai Collins, I believe it was. Windmill Ski to wrap him up. And they're going to be just out of touch here from a good attacking kick, but nonetheless, they put it down in the corner, down to the very dangerous Tyrant Clay. He beats one for what feels like the 100th time tonight, but again, Justin Place is there to bring him down.
Yes, it's just going to be Joey Kelly now. Another good run. He's going to go a very long distance. Jeez, the Rabbitohs, their back three know how to make a good break and good meters, don't they?
Yeah, they've been excellent at it so far. Now it's up to the halves to capitalise as O'Hare gets one. A little hit up there straight into Luke Short. Brought down 11 metres out from the Broncos line. They go right, left now to Callaghan. They fool with a dummy, little head fake. Out to Ben O'Donnell. Is he going to push over from here? He's not. He beat one, then got held up in the tackle. 2 tackles left here. They go to Joey Kelly. He beats Oh,
I think
no.
he's
Did he
dropped
get that
it.
down? I'm about to say he beats one and gets over the line, but I think he's played a bit of basketball here.
I think that's going to show us
Yeah, the way
nothing.
Galaxy.
Yeah, he's dropped it.
Oh, has he rolled it? He definitely has. If you want to roll the ball going to law balls, Joey Kelly, this is not the sport for it.
That's very true. And a great tackle from Justin Plays there. Saves a try and keeps them in a 10-point lead here. That was good stuff there from the fullback.
And also gives them a 7-tackle set. Or not. I guess he knocked that on the field of play. I'm not sure. Now Evans gets out of
That's
half
strange.
again.
It should be. It should be.
Yeah. Is Evans another one of those Eels converts, Will?
Yes, but I don't know if we're really considering that. I don't think he played many games for them. I think he was a
Only
late
a couple
pickup.
off the bench. Yeah, but anyway, he's definitely learnt the Jemison shuffle because he's gone out of half twice now with some impressive meterage as Caleb Jeff takes a hit up. It just looks like at the moment the Broncos are doing everything right.
Yes, it's going to be sharp. And just the Broncos able to find some good meters, finishing off with good kicks at the moment.
This.
As we've seen it so many times as well. The Rabbitohs.
Yeah, I thought for sure Bronco was going to run through there and get it, but Galaxy, at the moment, he's really trying to hold his team together as now Anderson gets it. He's had another white headgear, very, very favoured in the SRL in white headgear as he plays it. Goes to Callaghan, and he drops off a little short ball to Johnny Burgess. Burgess brought down. Burgess in a Rabbitohs jersey just feels right, in all honesty, as now Taylor Swift gets a hit up again, but he's a monster in the tackle there. Simon Hunt just making his day miserable so far in this first half. Galaxy now to Callaghan to O'Hare, and Luke Short's all over him. So just at the moment, the individual battles, second row against second rower, lock against lock, they're just all going the way of the Broncos.
Yeah, and just the Broncos winning the battle at the moment. They've slowed down since their 2 tries from Luke Short. Just slowed down, and it's becoming a bit of a tug-of-war between the forward packs at the moment. Good to see as Caleb Jeff. He's been really good since he's come on, actually, and made some good meters.
Yeah, at the moment, the tug-of-war is a bit of a stalemate, which is problematic if you're down 10 points. The Rabbitohs really need to do something to break this, because at the moment, the Broncos, they're just plugging away. They're doing their thing, and they're doing it quite easily, just putting the Rabbitohs in corners and making sure they're unable to get out and score tries. And then when they do get close, they pull off miraculous try savers like Justin Place did. As now McEnroe takes a big hit up there to end up about 33 metres out from the line, which will give them a chance for a bomb, but instead they go for the punt. Very conservative, like I said. Tyron Clay again beats one. Does he go past plays? Almost, but not quite. He's tackled there on the 30-metre line. So 70 metres to go for the Rabbitohs here. They'll only get a set or two after this in the half to try and decrease this deficit, which at the moment the Broncos are holding quite comfortably.
Yeah, and Justin Plays out the back is a really good idea, I think. I don't think he'll be there all season. I think Raikamanu will probably claim that spot later on in the season when obviously the team's back to normal. But just having him in the 1 is a great idea. He's just got that, I don't know how to describe it, maybe just that zippiness in those breaks just to get to a player real quick. He's got that, not even just the acceleration, the electricity to catch up with a player, and it'll make it really hard for them to beat him out the back.
Yeah, well, we're yet to see him be turned inside out. O'Donnell's gone past the first defender twice, and so's Clay. So a lot of opportunities. Oh, I thought Luke Short was through there as he goes to McEnroe. A lot of opportunities for Justin Place to make a mistake, and so far he hasn't. It will be really interesting. We know Raikamanu, part of his decision to leave the Roosters was that he wasn't going to be the fullback. And so he was sort of shopping himself around looking for a spot. I thought he was going to the Sharks, but they persevered with MBT. Lillard back on the field with a big hit up straight away. But yeah, Plays is very, very good, whether he's on the wing or at fullback. And Raikamanu's been electric in the halves. So yeah, very interesting how Amax going to play this one as the season goes on as Arkey. Now that man has some agility, very good at backflipping, I've heard. Straight through there on a line break. And they're going to have one more chance here, the Broncos, before the half-time siren goes. And that's a very good kick, but Joey Kelly takes it. He's decided enough's enough. Let's get into half-time.
Yeah, and you talk about Raikamanu being shopped around, and for the longest time, Raikamanu was actually going to be signed to the Roosters until the re-signing period. And then, of course, that was forward. That was a big forward pass, but obviously the Roosters kind of backflipped on him in the last minute with Cody Ogg deciding to stay. So now, interesting opportunity, but it's going to be nothing.
Yeah, they won't get a chance to play the ball, I don't think. And so that'll be the Brisbane Broncos up 16 points to 6 against the Rabbitohs at halftime. Welcome back to Monday Night Football, where the Brisbane Broncos are currently triumphing over the Rabbitohs by 10 points here, 16 points to 6. After an electric first half from Anthony McDonald and then Luke Short as his little sidekick. They just ran amok in the first half, Will, and do you think anything's going to change?
To be honest, I don't think anything's going to change at all. There's got probably better players on the field now. Of course, Isaac Edwards on. That'll improve the team. I mean, Eddie Oliver's there as well. You know,
That'll improve
a couple
the team.
Good changes.
I'll say it for you.
Couple good changes for the Broncos. So it'll be good to see how they go in the second half here.
Although, to be fair, Liam Evans was very, very good for him out of hooker. So Eddie Oliver has a lot to live up to here as the bench hooker. As now John Bakers, he was also elite in that first half with the big try assist to Luke Short and a couple of very important kicks.
Yes, absolutely. It's Raika Manu down the wing. A big effort from him as it's going to be Zachary Brown.
Wait, sorry, is Rakamanu on the wing?
Yes, he is now, yes. And
yeah, very interesting.
It is one of his positions, do not worry.
No, I knew that. I was just curious as to where they were going to put Isaac Edwards. And so I guess he's got into half. Would I be correct?
Isaac Edwards is at half, yes.
Yeah, so Rakamanu slots out and everything after that. And we just saw a big shot from AMAC, so he's obviously G'd up, given his first half-time address, and decided I'll come out and show the boys exactly what I mean by playing hard. Just sat down someone else. Now, Jai Collins, he's gone through here very, very well. His play's going to get there. He's sort of backing off a little bit, but in the end, he gets there. I'm surprised players didn't go back to wing and Manu to fullback, but I'm not the one who had to deal with the players off the bench, so not my forte, really. Is now Riff takes a nice little settler there. Callaghan, is he going to get a grubber in? No, he's not. Ellie Oliver, freshman on the field, cleans that one up well.
Yeah, it was a disappointing end to the set there from the Rabbitohs. Just Callaghan dropping the ball. Wouldn't stick the foot out in time for it, and it was a good tackle on him. Make sure he dropped it. The Rabbitohs need to be cleaning up those errors on the last if they want to get anywhere near back in this game. They're 10 points down at halftime. There hasn't been any points scored for the last 20 minutes or so. So they need to smarten up a bit.
Yeah, this is our showpiece Monday night game. We want to see a big contest here. And at the moment, it's only one-sided. It's now McDonald straight through a big up. He gets another offload away to Liam Evans. His offloading game has been on point today. One try assist and then a little extra meters there. As now Arke gets it. He's getting closer and closer towards the sideline, but he'll end up 2 or 3 meters in from touch and give the Broncos a good spot to kick from here. It's going to be Evans who grubbers
a toe poke. Oh!
And a toe poke, which, have you ever seen that? I have not. Everyone says upgrading toe poke is useless, but we've seen it. It does happen in the SRL. As now Windmill Ski goes out to Galaxy. A good little set there for the Broncos. Just really like they did in the first half, keeping the Rabbitohs in their own end.
Yeah, 100%. It's just real tough going for the Rabbitohs at the moment. They really need to find some go-ahead from their forwards. Quinton Cotter coming on. He's fresh.
AMAC again.
Folded.
Bang. I love that from AMAC. I love it from anyone.
That's a stinker. Oh, jeez. What is going on?
Justin plays absolutely level there. These are what can inspire a team. Back-to-back big hits with back-to-back players. If that doesn't get your blood boiling, you are not an SRL fan. As now Oliver goes out to Bakers. He goes to Anthony McDonald, and no one return serves on him. He has been an absolute hitman here today. Galaxy, the unfortunate man that has to wrap him up. As now Oliver goes left, goes to Evans. He goes to Sonny Sharp. He's going to be brought down there. So where's Evans playing right now, Will?
I think he's on the bench.
He's definitely on the field.
It's a great question.
Yeah, I think he might be in the 10. I'm not 100% sure. Anyway, as Dylan Sharp's brought down. Is Luke Short on the field still?
Oh, that's right. He's playing at lock. Luke Short's had a break.
He's at lock. Luke Short's off. Yeah, Luke Short having a little rest here. Righto. Because, yeah, he kicked before as well. That makes sense. So, yeah, rewarded from his good stint first half until he gets that lock jersey. Luke Short taking a very well-deserved rest. Not 100% with their subs as who's going to come back on. It might be Luke Short. It might not be. As now Galaxy, he's brought down there. So he's decided to get out of half and do some running. Now, Windmill Skied, he's tried hard to have an impact so far this game, but yet to really make his mark on the game. Fourth tackle here. The Rabbitohs go to Galaxy. Can he kick the 40-20? He is a half primary. He's put that well downtown, but it's going to be Justin Place who takes it in the end, and he almost beats one. I think that was Oh, no, it was Isaac Edwards. Sorry, he was covering. I thought it was Amac for a second, but I thought that man he's not that fast. As now, Sonny Sharp takes it. He's had a good start to the first half, picking up meters on the regular and just keeping this Broncos team going forward. Now it's Amac again with yet another offload. Someone checks that man's hands because they are on fire at the moment. Lard brought down there. As now Evans back in that lock jersey where we know that he's very, very good. Takes a hit up. Are they going to take the 40-20 here? We see him sort of shape up for it. It's going to be Bakers, and he goes inside out. The inside out torpedo down to the left-hand side, and unfortunately doesn't quite get in the meters. And Joey Kelly picks it up and beats one. But again, Justin plays, does his job, and says, Joey Kelly, you are not passing me today.
Yeah, absolutely. Just not able to make too many meters. The Broncos line pretty good. The kicks are getting a little bit iffy from both teams. It looks like fatigue is setting in for the halves. And for the kickers from both sides, as I'm sure the back three for both teams will start to take advantage of that. The Rabbitohs in pretty good position with another 2 tackles left now.
Yeah, and we saw in the first half how strong that wind how strong that wind was, and maybe that's what blew that past 4. I'm not really sure, but if the Rabbitohs can take advantage of that, Broncos kicking into a stiff breeze and not quite getting the meters that they're after, maybe that's how they can get back in the game. As now Liam Evans goes straight past Galaxy, gets the offload away to Lillard. Brought down a good tackle there by Joey Kelly. So Joey Kelly tackling one man that wasn't at the Broncos with him, it feels like. And now Sonny Sharp brought down... Wait, there'd be heaps of players that weren't at the Broncos with him. What am I saying? We were just talking about how it's been a full revamp. As now Edwards goes out to Liam Evans. He's brought down here. And a moment ago, the Rabbitohs were on the attack. Now it's the Broncos. This game just seesawing. Oh my gosh. Isaac Edwards. He even turned it around the other way. Get that man off for a HIA. I think he dummied there. And then it was Jesse Bennett just said, your night is over, sir. Take a break.
That's why we call him the teacher, because he sits people down.
I don't want that man ever to teach me anything. As now he goes to Try Collins. He's brought down a good tackle there. I'd like to see more activity from him. A weapon in attack, Try Collins, but just hasn't got clean ball so far this game. As now Callie goes out to rip. Another man who hasn't really got a heap of clean ball. If they can get a good run here, they'll be in a chance for an attacking kick. Instead, there is a good run, but Ben O'Donnell brought down there. Quinton Cotter gets almost his first touch of the second half, and now they have a chance to kick off the back of it. Talisker takes a nice settler here. Where's Callaghan? He's the man with the magic boot. He goes to him, and he straight up drops it, I believe.
That didn't seem too magic there, Snicko.
That was a grabber, in fact. So he's improved on last time. No, it wasn't a grabber.
No,
it was a knock on. And now we get to see one of the true perks of the SRL, the scrum play.
Oh, winning.
Yeah, I thought we were going to see a full try there, but Marley Arkey unable to beat his player. Broncos in a tough position here, but I trust, like they have all game, their forwards will get him out of trouble.
Yeah, the forwards, they're too good for the Broncos. I can't stress how strong this forward pack is enough.
And Eddie Oliver,
Obviously being a part of that forward pack at the moment, he's been playing quite well, and his reception to the props and to the second rows has been quite good. So to his credit, he has been a big part in making sure that the forwards get the advantage every time they grab the ball.
Yeah, I think I said he was going to be good. It was you that said otherwise.
I didn't say anything. I just said
anyway,
that Isaac Edwards was going to make a big difference.
Yeah, as Evans goes downfield. That was a very good kick.
Oh!
Ben O'Donnell straight past everyone. We talked about if the back three can make an impact, and Ben O'Donnell on his Rabbitohs debut, I believe will do exactly that. Straight under the sticks, out of absolutely nothing. Ben O'Donnell, a bit of electric magic, beats 3 and gets the South within striking distance.
Well, that is just a crazy try there from Ben O'Donnell. Something from nothing. As we were bickering, he was plotting. What a try from Ben O'Donnell, and the Rabbitohs well and truly back in this game.
Absolutely killing the Broncos there. Yeah, just like that. We talked about how good the Broncos forwards pack are, but it doesn't matter if your centers can't tackle. And unfortunately, that's exactly what's happened there for the Broncos.
Absolutely is. Now only 4 points in it, or the Broncos. That lead is just getting narrower by the minute, and I'm not going to feel comfortable if I'm Anthony McDonald at the moment, and I'm going off in 3 minutes.
That's exactly right. He's not going to have a chance to see his team home here. He's going to have to sit nervously. Maybe Luke Short will come back on and take over as the vice captain. Or I suppose Eddie Oliver also has some form of Broncos leadership,
Don't think so.
experience. No,
Experience.
experience.
Yeah.
Yeah. Lots of experience, just not at the moment, I believe, as Bennett takes a hit up. So he'll be able to steer him around as well. O'Hare in at dummy half. He goes to Cotto, who just apparently is allergic to taking a hit up, just dealing passes since he's come on 18 minutes, and I believe 2 runs for 2 passes, as now Jesse Bennett takes a hit up. He'll come back on in the lock position, Jesse Bennett. Is that right, Will?
I think so. I don't really know what their plan is or what it's doing, and
Yeah, there were some funky things going on. A lot of teams have been
subs
cooking this
screw my
offseason.
head. They screw my head on the best of days, and that is not a
As-
good kick, is all I know. Oh,
Oh,
there we
no.
go.
Justin Plays turns not a great kick into a great reception for the Broncos. We were talking about if Rabbitohs can come back, but Justin Plays says not on his watch. That was, well, too easy, really, for the Broncos custodian.
Yeah, just way too easy there from Justin Plays. There was a shocker of a kick from Callaghan. And he just picks it up, steps one, goes all the way. Couldn't have been simpler for him.
Hey, Will, I actually have a question for you. I believe some of those cheerleaders were here for the Redcliffe game earlier, and they've just switched jerseys. Is that acceptable?
Well, from what I understand, Snicko, is that the CEO of the Dolphins is a cheapskate, and he actually just reuses the Broncos. So it's actually the Broncos cheerleaders, and the Dolphins just use them sometimes.
Aren't you aware this is their house?
No, that would be KO Stadium.
Okay, stay right. We might need to talk to the stadium designer about where we play most of our games. But anyway, I digress. As the Broncos take a 10-point lead here again, the Rabbitohs were able to close it slightly, but Broncos just opened it up just as easily. Justin Plays crossing and showing Joey Kelly that maybe he should have been a fullback for all those seasons and Joey Kelly on the wing.
Yeah, maybe, and he's playing quite well. He hasn't been anything spectacular, but he's done his job and he's done his role, and that's all you could ask for from him in a team where, well, in a lineup, where, you know, you're very restricted with what you can do in your round one. I think that he's been great at the fullback. I dare say Raikkonen is going to take that jersey later in the season with Edwards, and of course Baker's forming the halves on a regular basis, and Play's probably moving out to the wing. Corey Boyd to the centres, but you know, wherever he ends up, he's going to be a good player. Of
Yeah,
course.
he'd be a very, very brave man to suggest that Justin Plays will keep the Broncos jersey with Raikkonen lurking as Joey Kelly beats one. But I am a brave man, and I think he's been great tonight. He should keep it for next week. As now Harris Andrews
Do you
gets
play
that
them
up
next
and
week
beats
or
one.
something? Do you guys play them next week?
No.
Okay,
I don't play
okay.
him to round 3. But I just think Justin Plays has been very good tonight. It'll be rough to take it off him.
Oh, yeah.
As now O'Hare makes it. Yeah, we have a Monday Night Football clash, actually, round 3. I believe, actually, the winner keeps the stadium. I haven't quite discussed terms with AMAC yet, but I'm sure he'll agree. As now Riff takes a hit up. It seems logical, really. As now Callaghan dishes inside the Galaxy. He's been serviceable since he's gone to lock, but I think that he's very good at the hooker, and maybe he should have stayed there for this Rabbitohs team.
Yeah, maybe he should have. It's going to be Zachary Brown brought down. And yeah,
Zach Brown putting out some good songs in the off-season with his band, actually. Anyways, now Manu gets him, beats one, he goes straight through. Maybe that's why he should be a fullback.
Go!
Is Joey Kelly going to get there? Surely he will. He closes him down, brings him down the 10-metre line. But it means that once again, the Broncos are in great attacking field position here. Isaac Edwards goes short ball to Justin Plays. Oh! Is he going to get up and go again? No, he's not. He's brought down a metre out from the line. Great desperation there for the Rabbitohs here. A very wide pass here out to Sonny Sharp, and he was going to crash over. Yeah, way too easy there for the Brisbane Broncos. Raikkonen, who runs 85 metres, and 2 sets later, Sonny Sharp crosses for a try. The Rabbitohs just unable to repel them.
You know, just too big, too strong there, Sonny Sharp. He's been a long-time player of the SRL. He's been around for a while, and now he scores
season
for the
5,
Broncos.
I believe, he played in the Mines for the first time. So this is his 3rd season of SRL now.
Yeah.
Debuting season 6. And yeah, he's really starting
4th
to...
season now. There's 5s inclusive.
Yeah, as an SRL player, I was saying.
Sorry.
Mines are an entirely different beast. Anything can happen down there. It's a wild west down there. As many of our players are discovering for the first time at the moment. Very exciting to see the Mines up and running again. Baker's just nails that one. His kicking's been very good all game. 16 points of difference here. Is that too much, Will? or can the Rabbitohs come back?
I think it's too much. I'm very disappointed because my bet was actually on the Rabbitohs, unfortunately, my tip this week. So I'm not happy. But the Broncos, they've just been superb tonight. I'd just like to mention real quick, Snicko, both the Sharp brothers going over tonight. That's the first time that's happened in a game. Of course, it's the first time they've played together as well. But congratulations to that'll be a happy family tonight. Mum and Dad will be very pleased.
Are they related, or are they just coincidentally having the same name? Do you know?
No, they're brothers.
Cool. Good for the Sharps. We like to see families succeeding in the SRL. Sonny Sharp, was he always at the Broncos?
No, he was at Panthers last season.
Yeah, I thought so. And then, obviously signed. He plays on the same edge as his brother as well. Is that right? Dylan Sharp's on the left?
He is now. He swapped at halftime, so he started on the right, but now he's on the left.
Yeah, very pointy, that edge at the moment. Making a lot of breaks, just poking through the Rabbitohs line with ease. And it's just another set that the Broncos end up in good field position. I think Edwards going to put it down to Tyron Clay, he'll beat the first one again. And he'll go straight past Justin Place. Tyron Clay, the captain, has taken it upon himself to get this Rabbitohs team back in the game as he scores under the sticks. 28 points to 16. Still in favour of the Broncos, but Tyron Clay is giving his side just a little bit of help.
I mean, now that they're only 12 points behind, I don't think you can rightfully write them off now. It's kick to come. It's only 2 tries in the last 13 minutes. We may be in for a bit of a finish yet if the Rabbitohs decide to turn up in the next 10 minutes or so.
A little golden point to finish Monday Night Football. Wouldn't that be poetic?
Oh, it'd be nice, wouldn't it? Callaghan slots that one nicely.
Yeah, I just think that this Rabbitohs outfit, they have points in them. Like, their back three are so good. They just need to restrict the Broncos forwards and make them punt so they can open up those kick returns. Like, that's 2 kick return tries now. Ben O'Donnell and Tyron Clay. Joey Kelly, of course, went over for the other one off with Grubber. Every time they have a kick return, there's something going on for the Rabbits. They just got to limit the line breaks of the Broncos, keep them down their end and force them to kick, and then rely on that star-starter back three to get them out of trouble.
100%. As it's just going to be really tough going for them. Dixon's in the front row. I didn't even realise for the last 8 minutes. I didn't even realise he was on the front row.
Yeah, he's come back on, yeah.
It's going to be... He may be the difference here, but I don't think he's ever played in the front row. That's going to be a bit of a test. Trial by fire, actually, for him. Maybe if they can kick a 40-20, that'd go a long way into turning this game around.
Yeah, well, chasing points, you kind of want those speedy props, and he's a big body as well, K. Dix. He just gets things going. He always has. I came through the mines with him, actually, and he was good back then, and he's still good now. Like you said, hasn't really found his spot in the SRL, but I'm confident this is his season. Now Callaghan goes, unfortunately, shallow there to Raikkonen, who's been electric since being put to that wing. Maybe he does deserve to be in that fullback jersey. I'm not sure. That's up to Anthony McDonald in the end, really, anyway. Simon Hunt with a big kick. So this is what the Rabbitohs don't need. They don't need the Broncos to get within grubbering or bombing territory because it just limits their kick returns. They need a forward to just put on a big shot here or something. Kevin Dixon maybe in that prop role just puts on a big hit to really sort of save this game because time's ticking and they're still 2 tries down.
Yeah, and one more try here, which the Broncos look like they want to have, and it's game over. So I guess we'll see in the next couple of seconds whether the Rabbitohs can come back.
Oh, and Corey Boyd takes it. Runs the wrong way.
It's pushed in the back there, I think.
Yeah, came down off balance and stumbled back towards his try line. Not great there. But now Jai Collins straight through a hole. That's the danger of the 99 speed second row. He makes 45 metres in the blink of an eye. Puts this Rabbitohs team on the attack. They almost have to score this set, you'd say. They go inside to Bennett. He's unable to make any significant meterage.
Good tackle.
Now O'Hare. Yeah, great tackle from Oliver. O'Hare goes out to the meter in a riff. Hoping he can replicate what he did last season, but unable to really get going. Now Callaghan goes down the short side. They're going to play the ball. And O'Donnell breaks 2, but is brought down in the end by the 7. Raikkonen. Oh, John Baker, sorry. Goes back to riff again. They're in a position to bomb here. Maybe the 2 pass. I'm not really sure where they're going to go. They go to Callaghan. He bombs it all of 5 metres. And unfortunately for the Rabbitohs fans, that could be it. That could be curtains.
Yeah, that could be, 7 minutes left on the clock, 10 points in it, and the Broncos looking unlikely to give away an error on their own line. I think that Anthony McDonald has led his team to their first win of the season.
Yeah, we didn't mention, but Broncos are actually perfect in terms of completions in the first half, 13 out of 13.
Yes.
And I can't remember them making many mistakes the second half, if any. So that's the blueprint for how you want to win your game, is just grind the opposition down. Don't make any
8
mistakes and
meters
take
gained.
advantage of your field position when you
8
get it.
meters gained in this set.
Obviously, yeah, the Rabbitohs
shocking.
mustered up in defence there, but perhaps too little too late. Unless Clay can do something here, Isaac Edwards brings him down. Great energy off the bench from Edwards. Do you reckon that's his permanent spot?
Nah, I reckon he's a starter. And he
Yeah,
showed
me
it last
too.
season. He was the Iceman for the Broncos. There's, bit of meters there from Joey Kelly.
Yeah, Joey Kelly says maybe we can get a little consolation try. Yeah, he actually kicked the one that knocked the Whites out last season, Edwards. So, yeah, very, very class. Leondis now drives forward. He's going to bring it down 3 meters out from the line. So maybe if they get one here, we can see a grandstand finish. Or Digby Johnson.
Digby Johnson.
Very posh, that name, Digby Johnson. He's used to be a union player maybe. As now Callaghan pushes forward, brought down to his back. They really need something off this kick. He's going to go down to their lock, I believe, with Callaghan taking the tackle.
Go!
No, they just go the hit up.
Yes!
Jesse Bennett. He goes straight through. Will Kay, not at all nice. He's just celebrating the contest of the game. There's going to be 4 points in this with 4 minutes to play. Are we going to see a miracle come back?
Maybe, but I just love seeing the teacher cross the line. He's given an F on that defense. That was a massive gaping hole ready for Jesse Bennett to just put the ball down. Oh, too good there. And now all of a sudden, if Callaghan gets his kick, would you say he would? It's only a 4-point ball game.
And they'll have 2 sets, I believe. That was a kickoff set. Broncos will have one back, and then they'll get a couple of touches. So a few chances here for the Rabbitohs fans. Don't go away. This could be exciting. John Bakers will bang it downfield. And I guess we'll see what this Rabbitohs team's been doing all off-season and if they can get over the line here.
Yeah, the Broncos. This
They're
is
nervous.
now or never.
I'm nervous.
This is now or never for their defense, isn't it? They need to pull out a set like the Rabbitohs did and hold them to maybe 8 meters. It's going to be tough going, all right.
You got to think that immense defensive pressure is what really got them that try. They didn't make any meters. They had a big return off the kick. Joey Kelly then I think had a one-off run and just went straight through for 85 meters. And then just like that, they were over the line. So if the Broncos can't replicate that here and the Rabbitohs have the chance to do it back to them again, could be very, very dangerous. Riff, as he's done all game, straight at Simon Hunt. They're very well acquainted. As now Callaghan gets it, he throws in a little dummy, but pulls no one. He's brought down almost on the halfway line. And now he goes to Bennett. He goes to 2 pass to Dixon. Interesting play. Didn't know that Kevin was really expecting that one. He's brought down 45 meters out from the line. If they don't get a good kick away here, it could be curtains.
Far out.
And Leondis decides to put his rear end in the path of the ball. That's unfortunate. We see it, unfortunately, too often in the SRL, and that's just about game over here. Barring an epic runaway try, that's game over. I'm not sure we'll even get to a kick, to be honest, as Luke Shaw goes to Samuel Lillard. Yeah.
Jeez,
So,
that's a disappointing way to end a game, isn't it?
Yeah,
and it's disappointing for the Broncos as well.
Great game.
It kind of sucks to win like that.
I'd be happy with any win in round 1 of the season.
Oh, you did play for the Warriors, so I wouldn't blame you.
Some of us earn our wins, Will. Every single win is hard earned. There's now Simon Hunt bangs on forward. Maybe that'll be very retrospective after our game, so I'm not 100% sure how that one finished. Whether I should be making that joke or not. As now Edwards pushes forward.
One more. Play the ball. Oh.
They don't get the kick. And Broncos, I think, very well deserved winners were the Broncos tonight.
Well deserved.
Yeah, they were tremendous. Unfortunately, the Galaxy football South Sydney team were unable to get really any momentum in the first half. They just got crushed in that first 20 minutes. As we look at some of the stats. Yeah, 25 from 26, the Brisbane Broncos, which is tremendous, really. Like, you see that never. Their possession, of course, reflected that 62% to 38%. Missed tackle was virtually even, but line breaks are a bit of a difference as we flick to some individual stats.
Yeah, and I mean, 4 points difference when it's got that kind of possession is quite a good effort from the Rabbitohs.
Shows how lethal the back three are.
Absolutely.
Sonny Sharp, 206 metres. That came out of nowhere because I think in the first half he had about 60. So, yeah, very good second half from him. Manu, 173. With some kicking metres in that unfamiliar 5'8" role to start before he went to fullback. Justin Plays was very good. 3 line breaks, 1 try assist, 1 try. Where's AMAC? There he is. 140 metres in 40 minutes. 5 line breaks, 1 try assist. That's pretty handy from the captain. If you can do that every game, I think that'd be a very good chance.
Yeah, it's just good stuff from Anthony McDonald. And someone you haven't mentioned, just a couple steps down from him, Luke Short, 106 run meters, 23 tackles, 1 missed. A big effort from him, 2 line breaks. 2 tackle breaks, 3 line breaks, and 2 tries. Big effort from him
2
tonight.
kicks, which are very good. Yeah, I'm not sure when SRL MVP points come out, but I think he'll be in with the sniff there, Luke Short, as we flick over to the Rabbitohs. Ben O'Donnell, 250 metres, that feels about right. He was tremendous. He had 12 runs and 7 of them resulted in line breaks, so very, very potent. Joey Kelly, 233 with 7 line breaks, and Tyrone Clay, 191 with 5 line breaks. I think going forward, they're the backbone of this team, Will.
Yeah, the back three, they're elite here. They all started their careers as wingers. 2 of them are still playing wing. 1's a fullback now. And they've just been tremendous tonight. O'Donnell, wherever you put him on the field, like whether it's the left or right, in the centres, he's always going to be potent. Same goes for Kelly. Same goes for Clay. You could switch these 3 around every week and they probably have a very similar result. So, good to see them.
Yeah, Tallis threw for 145 metres. We mentioned he was a bit of a workhorse. Jai Collins, 138 from right second row with 19 tackles. That's pretty good from a right second row. Anything else you want to mention? Jesse Bennett, 110 metres in 55 minutes, but it felt like only 2 line breaks. You compare that to Anthony McDonald and Luke Shaw, and you can just see why that first 20 minutes was so lopsided.
Yeah, it was just tough going for a lot of the forwards out there tonight in the Rabbitohs. The Broncos forwards just simply outclassed them and made it really hard to get any go forward going, I guess. But yeah, in the end, just the Broncos simply outclassed them. Very, very classy performance. And the Rabbitohs, they had some good glimpses here and there, but just couldn't keep it up for 80 minutes.
Yeah, and congratulations to Anthony McDonald on his debut and his captain. Very exciting. We look forward to seeing how that progresses as the season goes. All right, I think that's all from me. Thanks for everyone listening to our very first Monday Night Football. This will be, as I've heard, game of the round every week, and we're going to try and make a bit of a big deal out of it. I guess we'll see how that goes as the season continues. See you all tomorrow for some more SRL action. How good's round 1?